Good morning, wherever you are. And thank you for coming back to my channel. So, my name is Ingjerd, and I see myself as your guide. So, I want to share a couple of stories with you today about not listening to, that gut feeling or your intuition. When you get this feeling where it's like, maybe you shouldn't do that, or something feels off. So I want to share with you because I think it's so important to be brutally honest, especially in this industry that I am in. So I'm working as a coach, basically. I'm a guide who helps people discover what they truly, truly want. And on this journey, for me as a coach and also my clients, there are obstacles showing up. Like, for example, your gut feeling or your intuition showing up and asking you, should you do this, or does this feel right? And you go anyway. So in the beginning, when I started as a coach, I met many, many great people. And I also met many people who were holding me back, that I didn't kind of understand right away that they were holding me back. But my gut feeling was always there, kind of saying, something is off. It doesn't feel like anything is happening. So I had two people. Oh, just a little bit noise. I hope you are doing good. So I met two people in the beginning of my career as a coach. And this one person was kind of helping me with marketing and everything. And it was so wonderful in the beginning. And we were very productive in the beginning, both of us. But after a while, I discovered that I paid this person, and we were mostly just talking for hours, and nothing got done. And this person would also show up very late every time we had calls. And I would always wait for her. And I remember that made me angry. It made me sad. But then I thought, well, I only have this person that can help me. So I was like putting her on the pedestal. Have you ever experienced anything like that, where you kind of let someone else be on the pedestal? You wait, they're late, you get angry, but then you let them because you think, well, this person is the only one who can help me, or this person is my only friend. And my relationship with that person lasted for almost 2 years like that. So I had a really stubborn paradigm who was making me small, but I had a really strong intuition in the beginning when it started to happen. But I let the paradigm of me not being worthy enough, me needing people to help me because I don't get it. So my point with sharing these stories with you is that I want you to dig within you. What do you have that is holding you back? And then, since my paradigm was so stubborn and not listening to that, I actually know what to do here. Another person like that showed up in my life. And this person, I was working on the same level, but we went together in business. And this person started to show up late. And this person wouldn't meet me when I set up a time to meet. It was only on this person's term. So I want you to think about, is there places in your life where you let other people decide what you want and it makes you annoyed, irritated, but you let them do it anyway? Because for me, I had to see my value, and I had to also start trusting that my intuition was strong enough. But the thing is, lessons keep showing up until you learn them, until you make a decision to say, no, that's it. And I tell you, there is power in no. And no, you say because you put yourself on that pedestal. Okay, so the other lesson I learned, and that was early in my life, that was my first relationship. And I met this guy that I thought was so gorgeous. I was like, oh my God, he looks like Slash, the guitar player from Guns N' Roses. And I grew up listening to Guns N' Roses, so when I saw this guy, and he played guitar, and he was a producer, I said, that's it. And I started dating this person. And it was very nice. We talked about music, we liked, and everything seemed very nice in the beginning. But I noticed that he seemed to not have so much money as he pretended that he had. But I just brushed it off with, well, I just pay for it this time and then he can do next. But my intuition was like, something is off. But I kept just going. I just kept putting my intuition, my gut feeling down. And I noticed when I started working with this person, because he promised to record an album with me, because my goal was to record an album at that time. And what happened was that I started paying him for doing the work, but he didn't do anything. He just came up with excuses after excuses. So I want you to think about, when I share this story with you, have you come up with excuses for other people? Maybe they're small things, but your gut feeling is like something is off. So as we continued dating, and he didn't do anything, he always had an excuse for when he would start it. He would say, I didn't manage to do it this weekend because this and this happened, but I'm going to do it this. And I kept believing this person. But he didn't do anything. And then I noticed also that he still kept in contact with his ex, but he spoke very badly about her. And he did that for a long time. And I was like, okay, she's probably just a bad ex. But my gut feeling said, he's fooling you. But I was like, no, I'm in love. And I remember one day, I remember it so clearly. I was on my bicycle and on my way to him. And I remember a feeling, a voice within me said, don't do it. Turn around and go back home. You will regret this. And I felt this so strong. But again, I was like, no, I'm in love. And the reason why I didn't turn around is because I was afraid of losing this one person that I believed that I had found. And if I gave up that, I would be alone. But I didn't know this at the time. And then I just kept going, and more signs kept showing up. And I also noticed that he seemed to be very close to a lot of girls. And I was like, this feels off. It almost feels like he's in a relationship with them. But my intuition kept knocking on my door and saying, you're right. Because it used to make me angry. It used to make me jealous. But then I had the conversation with myself. And I was like, well, but I found this person. I'm going to convince him that I'm the best. Yeah, right. That always works out. So this person that I was together with at this time made a decision to move back to where he came from. He hadn't seen his mother for a long time. So I could totally understand that. So he went back. But what he said before he went back, he was like, Ingrid, I'm going to work on your music. So you have to continue to pay me so I can go into studios down there. And I was, of course. So I used to send this person money through Western Union. And I used to send almost all of my money because it was more important that he lived and that he could do work, because I really believed in my mind that he was working, even though I had all the proof that he didn't. He didn't. But I held on to the belief that I found this person. He's going to help me with my music and everything. So after 6 months, I made a decision to join him in his country. And it's the best thing I've done, but also the hardest thing. So when I came down there to his country the first day, I was so excited. He picked me up at the airport. I felt like a princess. But then something happened. When people are in relationships, they tend to do certain things together, which is normal for couples. So that happened, and I started feeling like something was wrong. And I went to the doctor, but my first feeling was, he's been cheating. Why is this happening to me? But I was like, no, everything is good. I'm here. He will only see me now. That's kind of the excuse I made, kind of accepting that someone has cheated on you. But it made me over time very, very insecure. But I just kept going. I just kept believing that, well, he's gonna change because, hey, I'm so good. And then we traveled around in his country and I ate so much good food. It was so good. And I saw so many beautiful people and his family too. But then one day I met one guy who was married to his sister. And he said to me, Ingrid, he's cheating on you with this girl. And he said it loud and clear. He said it when I was alone with him, but also when I was there with my ex-boyfriend. And I heard it, and it went deep into my subconscious mind. And I started feeling small, and I started not being able to sleep so much, and watching him around every girl, having fights with him before I just kept it in, but now it was kind of brewing inside. It was kind of, it's enough. But still, do you think I left? No. I didn't leave because I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to go back home so people would say, oh, you're a failure. That was what I was thinking in my mind. But so many things happened that I couldn't ignore it because I was falling apart inside. So one day, I had enough. I left. I quit that relationship. So I want you to think about, have you done anything similar? Anything where you have a feeling, you have a gut feeling, but you don't listen to it because you're afraid that you're going to be judged, or people say, I told you so, or you have some internal shame within you regarding, like, I can't quit because I started this. I just want you to go within and think for yourself, because the thing is, every person, every situation is different. That's why I've never signed up for this, like, how do you say it? You can earn 7K working with me, or six figure it's called. Because there's a process each person has to go through. And I am, as the coach or your guide, I'm the one who joins you on the journey. But I am not the one who's doing the work. I'm just the guide who shares different stories, things that I've gone through to help you see how you can open up your wounds or things that has happened to you, and also help you see there's nothing wrong with you. There has never been anything wrong with you. You are capable, you're strong, but it takes courage to go through it, and it needs to be seen, and it matters. So I just wanted to share these stories with you because they're all part of my journey, but they could be part of your journey in a way. It could open up for you to see that you don't need to carry all that luggage with you. So when I discovered Thinking into Results, the program I am teaching, I just put down all the luggage, and I wasn't afraid of being me. I started working through all the shame I felt and the person I thought I had to be. So when I managed to and I'm still putting things down, I'm still discovering things about myself. So I just want you to know that as you're growing, you keep getting new challenges, and they're great. They're all part of the journey. And even though you earn a lot of money, you get a lot of clients, that doesn't take away all the challenges you experience. So I just wanted to share this with you because I think it's not talked about enough. Have a beautiful day, and I see you soon.